Hello, this is LordUg, or should I say Michael? Yes, because this one is kind of a chilling and chatting, you see, because I was asked a question, and it was, out of doing 900 videos like I've done, what three things would I say that I've mostly learned about over the time? And so I'm going to play a little bit of Don't Starve again, and I'll answer that question. Answer those questions, I should say. I think the first thing I'd say I've learned is don't let other people's opinions dictate how you think of something, either way. I need some more food, so we'll start with that. And I think that counts both ways. You know, you can't listen too much to people in comment. It depends. If it's constructive criticism, then yeah, it doesn't hurt to listen. But if people are just being nasty to be nasty, then you know you've got to be able to take that with a pinch of salt and not be too worried about it. But at the same time, I think even some commentators can be rather come down a little bit on YouTubers and kind of generalise viewers and kind of look at, you know, they might have trouble with a few bad people, but they let that kind of dictate how they feel about all. And I think, you know, you can't listen to even other commentators' opinions. You've got to give everybody a fair chance. And again, that... So I just thought I heard hounds for a second. And that's kind of like I'm a little bit like that with... I think that's something I kind of picked up. I've been a bit like it in life anyway, normally. I've been the kind of person who makes my own mind up about people, but like I say on here, I think I picked that up early from somebody like Luckland and that, because he's had some hate in past, and hate is not deserved, but he's never let cloud his judgment on those that do care about him and those that do back him. You know, he cares about those that care, and you know, basically shrugs his shoulders and kiss my ass to those that don't, and that is kind of how I've learned you have to be. And so yeah, that's kind of one thing I've picked up. You know, you've got to be confident enough to make your own mind up about things and people. You know, sometimes I get comments, and you know, you just feel like saying, "Oh, screw you" to people. But you know, at the end of the day, there's a lot of good people out there, just like there's bad people. So I'm going to get some more grass. So just run around a few seconds while we get some grass. And yeah, so that's one. I'd say you've definitely not got to, you know, you've got to make your mind up about things and people. You can't let other people's ideas cloud your judgment. You know, people can influence you, but you can't let them dictate who you are, how you act, etc. Number two, definitely it'd have to be one I've said many times before, and that's thick-skinned. You're going to get people who are jealous. You're going to get people who are nasty. You're going to get people who just want to trip you up and do bad and say bad things. I don't know why they do it. I don't know. You know, I mean, we do say things like, "Oh, they've got no life," and you know, they're sad. But you know, in reality, that's just a generic answer to it. But in reality, I wouldn't know why they do it or what they get out of it. But some people do. They get fun out of saying nasty things to people who are trying to do good things. Yeah, I was watching Luckland's live stream, and there's a guy called Basher on there who gets some real trouble with hackers and that, and he's a really nice guy, tries his hardest, things like that, and he doesn't deserve it, but people do it because that's what they do. That's nasty. And they get the kicks out of it. People get kicks out of hurting other people, and I really believe that's... No, it's just not good. It's just not nice. But you can't change them. You're not going to change them, because that's how they have their fun. They come on here not to be entertained or to socialise or to have fun. They come on here, you know, what would be classed as like a normal kind of fun. They come on YouTube to spread hate and say nasty things, and you know, that's their way of getting turned on. And if that's their way of getting an erection, then sure, go for it. But you know, you can't let that get to you. At the end of the day, you've got to learn as a person to move past it and, you know, carry on, and don't let it actually dictate how you act or who you are or who you become. You can't let, for instance, if you keep getting hate, you can't let it make you all of a sudden a bad person. Well, yeah, the usual way for people is to say, well, if you can't beat them, join them. But when you do that, then all it is you become another arsehole to add to the rest of arseholes out there, and they just get stronger. You need people who are just going to shrug their shoulders and say, look, I'll ignore the idiots, and I'll just continue, doing, getting close to those that are there to support me. So, yeah, definitely a thick skin. That'll be number 2. And number 3 is don't get caught up on numbers. Like with me, people will go, I had it today, people will go, oh, you've done 900 videos and you've got 2,500 subscribers. And they say it like it's something bad. Like, oh, well, if you've done 900 videos, you should have a lot more. But you see, the point is, I don't care, because I didn't... I must put these in. Did I have some free? I thought I did. I didn't get into this to count subscribers and, see how many subscribers I got. I got into doing YouTube videos because, well, like I say, for one, the absolutely amazing and wonderful Lachlan, I watched him and it looked so much fun. But, on the other hand, it was because it was something I wanted to do, and once I started doing it, I realised how great it was, and I enjoyed it for that. If you're going to sit there, if the reason you do this is to count numbers and care about how many videos you've done, to how many subscribers you've got, etc., etc., then my advice to you is quit. Because if you can't do this just for the fun of it, if you can't do this because you enjoy it, then you're going to have a hard time, and you're going to have a lot of disappointments, you're going to have a lot of stress, and it's just not worth it. And you're going to put yourself under a lot of stress because you're going to be worrying that you're not doing enough, etc., etc., and it's just not worth that hassle. It really isn't. You've got to learn to not look at the numbers and just realise that you're doing something you enjoy. You're doing something that's fun. So yeah, I think that's what I'd say is probably one of the main things. Don't So there, that's it. That's what I've picked up over time. My 3 My 3 main things I'd say over time. Well, you bird, oi bird, shut up. Come here. Red piece of crap. Ian, I'm putting you in a chest. You're just annoying. Bird, go. Look at this. You're not going to believe this. Look at them. I'm going to let it go. Lied. Sorry. That was cruel. Bird looked like it was just going to fly away, bird. And then I chopped it with my axe. But, yeah, so that's it. So this is just, like I say, some final thoughts on now I've got 900 videos up and going to the 1,000. And I think one of the things I look at makes me smile is you never realise how things are going to pan out when you start. When I saw Lachlan's video all that time ago, a couple of years ago now, 2.5, 3 years ago, whatever, and it got me started. I never knew that watching that one video would lead to 900 videos. And I suppose in a way, Lachlan becomes part responsible for me doing this because, that's what gave me the bug originally. But, I'm sure, if he looked and realised that he spawned this, he'd be proud of what I went on and did with it. Because that's what we do as commentators, I think. If we can touch someone, if we can inspire someone. When somebody says to me, I want to go and do something like Monsters Monument and put signs on out for my subscribers, I'm like, that is so amazing. Thank you. I'm so honoured I could inspire that. And I think, Lachlan would probably be really happy that he inspired me and where I went on and what I did with it and ran with the ball and I've tried so hard. And, that's why I'm so grateful for him because it started all this. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. They're my thoughts. Now, as I said, 900 videos in. We are running towards the 1,000 now. I don't know what I'll do for the 1,000. I haven't got a clue. I haven't thought about it. But don't be like, oh, you've done 1,000 videos and only got so many thousand. It doesn't matter. It's about what you gain from it. And I gain so much from doing this. I gain the fact that I'm doing these videos and I'm entertaining people, and that is vital to me. I gain the fact that I've got people who I would never have met in my life supporting me and caring about me, and that touches me. That does. I would never have probably known you people if it weren't for this, and I'm so honoured to know you people. So yeah, and so I'm gonna go, and you take really good. Oh no, okay, wait there. I've got one last thing. Somebody asked me to. Somebody gave me a challenge because I did that parody thing. So they gave me a challenge, and they said I'd do some beatboxing. Now, I can't beatbox, so I said I weren't going to do it, and I'm not going to keep doing every challenge you give me, but I'll have a go. So I'm going to only do a few seconds, so don't laugh too hard. Okay, I'm not very good, so here we go. That's all I'm doing. I can't do it. I can't be. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. You take really good care. Bye for now.